Here's a quick unboxing of this Astro 7412. It's the quarter-inch drive flex socket set, or probably more commonly known as a universal or swivel. I think this would be called the, like this right here would be the pinless universal, right? I believe. And then this would just be the more common universal joint. I have some of these in the 3/8 and the 1/2, not the Astro brand, but I thought, there might be some times where these could come in handy. So let's go ahead and unbox these. And it comes in a nice little foam pouch, which I will not have room for, unfortunately. What I wanted to do was use a digital caliper, and what you want is for these to be ever so slightly smaller than what you could achieve by using this with a regular socket. So I've got these Sun X quarter-inch sockets, and of course the 10mm is at least temporarily missing, but I will compare some different sizes here and let you know the difference. So for the 5mm, it's about 34.2 millimeters long. A 5mm Sun X quarter-inch socket with a similar style of swivel adapter is quite a bit longer at 52.2 millimeters. And I guess I just come to realize that these are pretty hard to find, at least somewhat rare. For every one of these, I bet you could find 5 to 10 of these out there. So let's see how much this one is. And it's 54.4 with the pinless style of swivel. So that's quite a bit smaller, quite a bit lower profile, having this. So I'm sure there are situations where that could come in handy. Let's try a couple of different sizes. I was going to do the 8mm, but I don't have that. It's missing. But the 7mm for the Sun X, for the Astro set here is 35mm. Okay, my fault. I do have the 8mm to compare it to, so it was just in the wrong spot. So the 8mm of the Astro is 34.9 millimeters. Granted, these are not perfectly accurate measurements, but 34.9 millimeters versus about 54.2 millimeters if you had to use the socket and the adapter, or 51.8 millimeters if you were using the same style of universal joint style. So yeah, having the socket built onto the universal joint, you definitely save some room. So yeah, it definitely seems like these will come in handy probably when you least expect it, just like any other tools. Look at a couple of other sizes. Let's do like 13 and 15mm. So the Astro with the built-in socket on the universal is 38.6 millimeters. It's for the 13mm. And then it's 13mm Sun X socket with the adapter is 52.1 millimeters, so significantly larger. Hooked up to the pinless, it's 54 millimeters. And then finally the Astro swivel socket, 37.8 millimeters long for the 15mm. And then the Sun X socket with the adapter, similar type adapter, is 52 millimeters long. And it's about 54.4 on the pinless style. So maybe you could find some adapters that are shorter, that are lower profile than this, but I don't know. I think it'd be kind of hard to find, but these are probably your typical sizes that you would find these adapters. So having the socket with the adapter built in, I think I've demonstrated that you get a significant space savings. So it definitely seems like it would pay off in certain situations. I picked this up for just under $40 on Amazon. I think it might have been 38 and change. So and there, I've heard, just reading the reviews, I've heard that it's more or less on par with Snap-on, especially given the price. So yeah, I think these will help me out in certain situations. Hopefully they will for you too.